Hey friends, Chaplain Cass here with you, and today I've got a fun one I want to talk about. Are you ready? I hope you're ready. I know I'm ready. Let's have some fun. What do you say? That's right, today we are going to talk about the 10 commitments. So we're not going to talk about all 10 of them. That would take way too long. But we are going to go over some of the 10 commitments today. We're going to pick 2 of them. And I can't say it's the 2 most important because all 10 of them are equally important. But it's the 2 that jumped out at me, and heck, you know what? This is my channel, so I get to make these decisions. Please follow and subscribe. So I've decided that we're going to talk about humility and critical thinking. These 2 go hand in hand, so let's talk about what that means. So a more dogmatic person, i.e. not a humanist, might assert that they know something with 100% certainty. They might be able to point to their holy book or perhaps a tradition, and that represents a lack of humility. When you assert that something is absolutely, definitely the case, there is no humility in that. That's actually the opposite of humility. That's arrogance. And humanists, we don't do that. We don't play those arrogant games. We are humble and honest about the fact that there are things that we don't know. There are things that we may never know and probably can't know, and that's okay. We make peace with that. That's what humility is all about. So what about the things that we can know? What about those things that we definitely can figure out? How do we know those? That's where critical thinking comes in. Critical thinking is a process where we use logic, reason, rationality to figure out what's true. There are some things that we can't ever get definitive answers for, and that's okay. But for those that we can, critical thinking is a great way to get to the bottom of something. How does something work? How did things become the way that they are? How can we expect things to be going forward? These are all questions that can often be answered using critical thinking. But we have to have the humility to accept when there are things that we won't be able to answer. And we have to be okay with saying, I don't know. I don't know is an uncomfortable statement. It sucks to say it. I hate it. I hate that I have to admit that I don't know how the universe started. I wish I had that answer, but unfortunately right now, I just don't. And I'm humble enough to admit that. It would be really arrogant for me to suggest that I knew how the universe started. Next time, we're gonna go into some more of the other 10 commitments. I hope you'll stick around for that. I hope you'll throw me a follow. Wherever the button is, I don't know where it is. It's somewhere on the screen. Click that button, click the like button, do the sharing, all the stuff that you do, the things with the buttons. But if you only do one thing, if you only take one thing away from this video, your takeaway should be this. Find something small you can do. Find something little that you can do to make the world a better place. I don't care what it is. Hold the door for a stranger at the gas station. Let a stranger in front of you in traffic or something. The point is, find something small you can do to make the world a little bit better today. Why should you do this? Because there's what, like 8 billion people on the planet right now? Can you imagine if all 8 billion of us did that? If all 8 billion of us took just 2 seconds to make the world a little bit nicer? If that happened today, right now, the world would be 8 billion times nicer by tomorrow morning.